self-forgiveness. Why is it so important to forgive ourselves? There's a lot of stuff that holds us back every day. Stuff from way back that it doesn't matter now. But it's still there, taking up room and energy in our systems, causing anxiety, causing us to feel overwhelmed, causing us to feel depressed. It's just not serving us anymore, and it needs to go. In this video, I'm going to give you some journal prompts so you can start that healing process and finding a starting point so that you can go on and heal a lot of the things that generally get us down and take up room in our system that do not need to be there anymore. So if you're all about healing yourself, then this is a really good place to start. And what it will do, it will bring other stuff to the fore. It's a bit like opening a fizzy drink where all those bubbles come up. If you imagine those, like all the little issues and problems and crap that we have in our system, wanting to come up and make its out. By that I mean dealing with it, acknowledging it, letting it go. Here we go, let's kick off with some of the basic things that generally hold us back. And this is for a majority of people. Some of these may resonate with you, some of them might not. That they might even spark other things that maybe I don't mention that are there in your system, waiting for you to just see ya. We are aiming for inner peace here. Wasting time on one-sided relationships. That could be friendships, things that you've given your energy to people where they have took and you've been given. Trying to fix people as an act of love on your part. We all want to help people. We all want to help heal them. We all want to give people our time and our energy. And sometimes it may get thrown back at us, and other times it just may go in vain. Any time that you accepted and excused toxic behaviour, knowing it wasn't right, but you let it go anyway, or you let somebody get away with it anyway. Any time that you've ignored your red flags and your boundaries to please other people. People pleasing is a big one. If you are a people pleaser, you are not alone. It's not necessarily a bad thing. It will have brought you opportunities. But there is definitely a time to stop over-compromising yourself. When we get called a people pleaser, how shit does it make us feel? It makes us feel stupid, doesn't it? And yet we're not. We're just nice. Not taking that compliment that you really wanted to take. You know you looked good. Own it. People are more likely to give you compliments when you genuinely take them. And there is a fine line between being arrogant about it and going, yeah, I look fucking awesome. And also, oh, I don't look that nice. This old thing, yeah. On the compliment. Anytime you have over-compromised to avoid an argument because you just didn't have the energy to fight and you knew it would result in a fight, so you back down and let the other person get their way. This is a biggie. Forgiving yourself for all those apologies that you've never received of people who have done you wrong. Never said sorry for it. And you held off waiting for them to make it up to you or apologise. Ruminating on the past and the things that you can't change. It's gone now. You did your best with what you had. Holding on to people that you've outgrown because you invested time and energy with them. So if you were waiting for that person to propose, or you were waiting for that person to change and they never, and you feel like you've wasted time in the past, let that go now. It's done. You can't get that time back. You would only waste more time regretting it. Let it go. Overlooking your blessings. Not appreciating what you had when you had it at one time or another. Because maybe you wanted more, or maybe it didn't feel good enough. Every time you were fitted in when you wanted to just fuck off. So if you've been keeping up with the Joneses, when you didn't really want to, you wanted to go your own way, make like Elsa and let it go. Relying on external advice. On something that you could have consulted yourself about, but maybe you didn't have the confidence and esteem to do that then. So you looked outside for that advice and people gave you crap advice that you took and things went tits up because of it. Wasting energy trying to change people who did not want to change. You probably know by now that we can't change other people. They can only do that on their own. But it takes a long time to learn that. And many situations where you may have stuck around or really helped try to change people and they just maybe let you down, let themselves down. And you hung in there waiting. Every time you stayed in a job that you hated for that bit too long. Every time you stayed in a relationship that you were miserable in for that bit too long. You knew you wanted out, but you didn't seem to have that strength to get out of it. What are the benefits of doing this healing work and doing this journaling? It gets it out of your head and onto something else, which means that you can see it for what it is and deal with it and work with it and let it go. Grieve it, get angry about it, get upset about it, whatever it needs. You need just to clear it out of your system so that you can move on and make room for change, positive change, new boundaries that you want to set for yourself, new goals that you want to set for yourself, and a happier new you. We all come here with stuff to learn and stuff to move on from. It's all part of our evolution. Regrets, it can hold us back in itself. But everything's divine timing, which is why maybe we've wasted time in certain situations. We didn't know then. Learn to be okay with that because it's done now, and to waste more time over it, that's just counterproductive, isn't it? Learn to enjoy the moment. If you like this episode, then please subscribe. Like it, comment, feel free to comment, share it with anyone that you know that could really use this advice. See you in the next episode. Love and light.